Yeah, what's going on? This is Brad, and today we're gonna be talking about how you don't need external validation. It may really seem like it, and the world may paint it that way that you need other people's approval for you to be able to make the moves that you want to make in this life. But in all actuality, it's not the case. At least in my experience, like just people pleasing in general is something that I had to get over. I used to really always just try to get people to like me for some reason. Like I would do unnecessary jumping through hoops just to make sure that people had me in their good graces when I left their presence. Instead of just being me, and if they ain't like me, then fuck it. I just never really got to that level of understanding earlier in my life. It took me going through breath work and nervous system regulation and all this sorts of stuff for me to really start realizing like, Bradley, you didn't have to do that. You did that so that this person would be happy, but did you make Bradley happy while you was doing that? Did you make Brad happy, my nigga? So the people pleasing thing, it just really doesn't even have to be a part of your MO. Like when you get to the root of the people pleasing, it's just like you don't feel like you're complete in yourself, so you need somebody else's validation to tell you, hey, yeah, you're doing a good job. But if you're putting the reps in your own life, whatever it is that you're doing, if you know for a fact that you're putting in the work, then you don't need anybody else to tell you that you're putting in the work. A need for external validation is usually, from my experience, a way of letting yourself know that you haven't really been putting in the work that's necessary. Because if you could pat yourself on the back, how you really just examine the situation, like, okay, I've been doing X, Y, Z. I know I may not have gotten here yet. I may not be at my goal, but look at the place where I'm not anymore. Look at all of the different things that I've been able to accomplish. You can look within yourself. You can look at your past and see that you don't need to look in somebody else's eyes and get them to tell you the things that you need to hear. That's the external validation that we don't need. Like it's cool when people clap, but as cool as you make it when they clap for you, it'll be the polar opposite when they don't clap for you. You see what I'm saying? You'll start to feel like, whoa, what's going on with me? Like, everybody was rocking with me and now they not. It has to be a me thing. It has to be like, it can't just be what I did. It has to be who I am. Like, we eternalize when people don't mess with us the way they used to or the way that we would like for them to. And it's really not beneficial. It keeps you in like a state of overwhelm. It keeps you anxious and things of that nature. And it's just like, why deal with it? Why shoot yourself in the foot just to prove you can walk through life with a limp? it's really it's a crazy metaphor, but that's really what some people doing. They literally shoot themselves in the foot in some sort of way, and then just feel like, all right, I'm proving something tough about myself for moving through life like this. Like, bro, you could have made it through life without hurting yourself like that. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, you really just do not have to deal with the overwhelm that comes with the people pleasing. And then another thing that I've learned is that you can breathe your way out of this. Like when you are feeling overwhelmed and feeling like you have to people please and the validation that you need isn't coming from internally, you're seeking it externally everywhere. There's ways that you can get out of that. And one of them that I've been practicing quite regularly lately is box breathing. You breathe in for 4 seconds, you pause for 4 seconds, you exhale for 4 seconds, and then you pause again for 4 seconds. But then you repeat this sequence and you do it all through your nose. This is sending signals to your nervous system to calm down. Everything is everything. You can trust yourself in this moment. You don't need to extend that trust externally. You're good. Trust your intuition. Like you can really get back to that type of state just by breathing. And it's so interesting. Like the things we get for free, we take the most for granted. And it's like you never had to pay for breath in your life. Of course, you're going to take it for granted. But in all actuality, the way you breathe the intention that you set behind it can set you free in so many different ways. Like so many shackles you don't even realize are on you. They can be released with breathing properly and breathing intentionally. You just start realizing, like, wait, my opinion matters. Hold up. It's like, yeah, I get that they might not be fond of me right now or whatever the situation may be, but I feel good about me. And once you could just get to that type of thinking, you'll be surprised how free you are. The world just seems so much bigger. And it feels like you have the right to occupy so much more space in it because you're not doing things trying to get people to like you. You're doing things because you like to do those things, and then people like you, they like you, and then they probably like you because they like those things or like your freedom in those things, and then y'all click naturally instead of you trying to force and finagle your way into getting somebody to like you by curating your reality to make it seem like something that they would mess with. You don't need to people please. Real deal. The first person you need to be pleasing is you. Are you pleased with yourself? Before you try to please anybody else, just please you. What pleases you? That's like the homework for the day. Like, let's figure out what pleases us. What do we actually want to do? Like, my favorite candy bar is a Reese's Fast Break. I don't really drink soda, but I like pineapple Fanta. You feel me? I don't care what you like. It's cool you could tell me, but what you like isn't gonna sway me to change what I like. I'm not gonna people please in that. You feel me? Like when I'm on a date, I'm never people pleasing. I'm never gonna please her. Well, I say never. Last 3 to 5 years of my life, like this has been the shift. Before that, oh yeah, I'm people pleasing. I'm doing everything. I get with a girl. She told me she don't like dudes with long nails. I'm biting them off. When it comes to stuff like drinking, like I got a couple different liquors that I'm cool with drinking, but let's just say I was in the tequila vibe and somebody only drinks brown. I'll switch to the brown because they don't drink the tequila instead of just being like, well, look, I'm on this tequila vibe for the night. I don't really know how you gon' you feel me? I'm just people pleasing. I'm just putting the authority of the situation into their hands instead of just firmly taking grasp of my life and letting people know like, hey, I want tequila right now. I get you don't drink it, but hey, we don't gotta drink together. Or you could get a bottle or like, just but just always putting yourself last. And if you're putting yourself last, you got to be putting somebody in front of you. And that's just the whole people pleasing ordeal that we could just get past. We don't have to deal with it. We don't have to deal with the external validation. We can move forward in this life in a healthy way, understanding that all the validation that we need comes from inside of us. It comes from God too. But God put that understanding inside of us. We don't need to look out to get what we need mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It can all come from within. You see what I'm saying? But that's all for today. I'm Brad, and this is LGTM, where we focus on getting this money and keeping your mind in a safe space so that it can continue getting this money and continue raking it in and keep it. You don't want to just lose it after you get it. That causes you to be even more dysregulated. So we want to keep it after we get it. And keep it funneling and keep it, flowing and back flipping and front flipping and all of that. It's Brad.